my people, what's good, what's good, what's good? It's that boy they call Big Tone, one half of Chronic OG's podcast. Shout out to my brother from the other mother, Smitty, the other half of the Chronic OG's podcast. That beat is cold. All right, let's get right to it. So everybody know we're dealing with these hurricanes. We just had Hurricane Helene, who did shit tons of damage. And she actually had me a little worried because my son was stuck in there down in Asheville, North Carolina. Only had one grilled cheese sandwich, 2 bottles of water from Thursday to Sunday night. So this hurricane stuff is real. And the reason I bring that up is fucking Donald Trump. Here we go again. Lying about the FEMA response. When you've had Republican governors from Tennessee, South Carolina, Virginia, FEMA personnel, senators, and other congressional members who are attached to those states are saying the Biden-Harris administration and FEMA is doing a hell of a job. One governor said that FEMA was on the ground a day or two before the hurricane even arrived. But before I talk about Mr. Disinformation, let me talk about the governor of Florida for a second, Mr. Ron DeSantis. This motherfucker declined to do the damage tour with the president, avoiding and not calling back the president, avoiding and not calling back the vice president. All of that shit is disrespectful to me. Did you go just not call a motherfucker back because of, come on, bro. What we doing? That's disrespectful. Honor them. They are your president and vice president. You motherfuckers wanted us to honor old fucking shady ass Trump. This is a time when politics shouldn't matter. But the fact that you're not taking that call or doing that tour because you saying it's a political stunt is bullshit, because that's what the vice president and president do every single time there's a national disaster. At least that's what they try to do. And if they can't get on the ground, they fly over top. That's what George Bush did. But your little fucking peasant ass, fake ass wannabe dictator, fake ass wannabe Kim Jong-un with them big ass shoes on because you so short, don't even take that call and say it's a political stunt. Did you say it was a political stunt when Trump, who can't help them at all right now, he's not the president, vice president, he wasn't even the president when he was the fucking president, Putin was. He can't help them at all right now. He goes to North Carolina and get the people to take the bricks and build a little fucking wall and all this other shit, but that wasn't political. That wasn't a political stunt. Why the fuck was he on the ground in North Carolina? How can he help them? Is he going to ask or tell FEMA to do something? No, he can't. But let him tell it. He won in 2020. But he can't help the people now. But that's a political stunt. But Ron DeSantis is going to say, oh, the Biden-Harris administration, only reason they contact him because they trying to make it political? You the only fucking governor that said that. North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas. North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and then there's Florida. So of the 5 or 6 states that's being hit this hurricane season, probably Alabama gonna be in there. you don't want to talk to Vice President Harris. Is it because she a black woman, bro? And she responsible for helping you? That's what it's about, homie. You can't handle, just like Trump, can't handle the fact that the person of authority is a black woman. You can't handle that. But Trump saying Trump going to North Carolina, it wasn't political, right? Okay. So now Trump is going around saying FEMA took $1 billion and gave it to the migrants instead of having it for the FEMA rescue and the hurricane relief. The FEMA's not helping. There's no money. FEMA's not on the ground. And all this misinformation and disinformation. And Republican members of the government, governors, senators, House of Representatives, are all saying they're doing a great job and want you guys to shut the fuck up because people are not applying for the aid that they should be applying for because you're telling them it ain't there. So in all actuality, you're hurting more than you're helping as usual. So once you exercise your right to shut the fuck up, Biden giving away $750 on the first day for people that need it. You gave $500 and that was it. There's more aid after the $750 up to $42,500. So what are you talking about? The money's not available. They want people to apply for the aid. But the shit you spewing are causing people not to apply for the aid. Shut the fuck up, man. Go away. Forever. Oh, you saying it went to the migrants, right? Is this the type of person we want in charge when there is a national disaster on his watch? Is this the motherfucker we want the dude in charge that's going to write on the map to expand it, not to make him look as dumb as he is because the way they had it marked out, you're going to take a fucking Sharpie and do it. You don't think, and we too stupid, we ain't noticed that. Can y'all imagine if this motherfucker was in charge when Katrina came? When Andrew hit? Can you imagine? I honestly think that his ass is the one with the cognitive decline. And he's been on decline since 2020. Actually, before that, you go look at him talking 2020 and go look at him now. He's still going around talking about he won the fucking election. And then he has people that senators, House of Representative members, that won't even say Joe Biden won because they worried about this motherfucker. This shit is crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. And there are those who feel she's not ready. That's what they say. He said she had mental instabilities. That's what he said about Kamala Harris. So I'm going back to before I continue on my topic list, I'm going back to those black men again from the last episode. This who y'all want, do better, bro. This who y'all want to be president, do better, big homies. Do better. So I have a list of all the congressional seats that's up for re-election in 2024. Some people are running for re-election. Some people are retiring. Now, I was going to read that list out to you, but I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is give you the names of the senators that voted against so these people, the 35 senators voted against FEMA funding. 8 are up for re-election. So there's 8 senators that's running for re-election this year that voted against FEMA funding. If you are in one of these states, don't vote for this motherfucker. I'm going to read you the names. John Barrasso, Wyoming. This bitch is dumb as a box of rocks right here. Marsha Blackburn. She's stupid as fuck, bro. God damn, Tennessee. Y'all got to do better. Tennessee. Kevin Kramer. Notre Dame. I'm sorry I said Notre Dame. God damn. North Dakota. Deb Fisher. Nebraska. Ron Wicker. Mississippi. People like Mississippi and all those other states should never vote against FEMA funding. You always getting hit, you dumbass. That shows you people in Mississippi, shows you how much he cares about y'all. This motherfucker here is the biggest cornball of cornballs. Rick Scott, Florida. My people in Florida, he voted against, y'all about to get your ass tore out the frame. And this motherfucker voted against FEMA funding. Y'all done going this weekend. Y'all gonna need FEMA more than, as my mama say, like 40 going north. But one of your senators, Rick Scott, voted against FEMA funding. This motherfucker right here, bro. I don't even know what to say about this dude. The biggest cornball. He a bigger cornball than the last cornball. Y'all remember this? Outside the insurrectionists, Josh Hawley, Missouri. All my people in Kansas City, St. Louis, Patrick Mahomes, P-Mac, all of y'all, do the right thing, bro. This motherfucker don't care. And the biggest cornball, phony, I don't even know, cornball, phony, condescending as fuck, arrogant, and disingenuous. Mr. Cancun himself, Ted Cancun Cruz from Texas. Those are the 8 senators that are up for re-election right now on November 5th. That voted against FEMA funding. I'm going to say the names again. John Barrasso in Wyoming. Marsha Blackburn in Tennessee. Kevin Kramer in, I'm about to say it again, in North Dakota. Ted Cruz bitch ass in Texas. Deb Fisher in Nebraska. Josh Hawley in Missouri. Ron Wicker in Mississippi. And Rick Scott in Florida. The fact that a Florida senator voted against FEMA funding is fucking nuts. That shows you how much he really gives a shit about his constituents. A senator from Florida voted against FEMA funding. A senator from Mississippi voted against FEMA funding. A senator from Texas, Hurricane City. I mean, that's a Hurricane Alley. I'm sorry, Tornado Alley. Voted against FEMA funding. Don't vote for these people. They not there to do a fucking job. They there because they love the power they have. My people in Texas, ask yourself a question. What has Rick Scott actually done? I'm sorry. What has Ted Cruz actually done for you? Nothing. They can. So just this week, just the past 7-10 days, we've heard lies about FEMA. We've heard lies about the government. We've heard lies about Joe Biden not contacting the governors. We've heard lies about VP Kamala Harris not contacting the governors. We've still heard the lies about the people of Springfield, Ohio, eating cats and dogs and mice and shit. All lies. But what I don't understand is, why are they continuing to be able to lie the way they are? Like, they don't give a shit. They'll tell you the sky is purple when you're standing outside looking at it, knowing damn well it ain't. But they continue to hold a bully pulpit because you guys keep voting them in. It's time to get the people fuck up out of there that ain't trying to be there to do some work, to help all people. This fucker Trump said the Biden-Harris administration only gonna help the areas that voted for them. They're not gonna help the red areas. So let me ask y'all a question. Let's change gears a little bit. Why do y'all suppose, especially you Trump fans or followers or voters, whatever you want to call yourselves, why you suppose he won't debate her again? He got his ass kicked the first time. He don't want a rematch. Even y'all know he lost. His people know he lost. He ain't win shit. Why won't he debate her again? She said she would even debate him on Fox News. He still don't want that smoke. Don't want to get your ass kicked by a small black woman. By a smart black woman. Attractive black woman, too. You can't sit up there and talk about she not your type, how ugly she is, or whatever you want to do. However way you talk about people, can't say shit about her. So you try to talk about her mental acuity, which is 3 times as much as yours. But this motherfucker keeps getting away. Dude wasn't going on 60 Minutes peep game, y'all. My man said he wasn't going on 60 Minutes because he don't want to be fact-checked. Nigga, that's basically saying, I want to lie, and I don't want you to tell the people I'm lying. Because I want to say there's 10,000 Haitians in North Carolina that's eating people's fucking goats or whatever. That's what he want to say. Dude don't want to do 60 Minutes, which is something that both candidates has done for the past 50 or 60 years in October leading up to the election. He don't want to do it because he said he didn't want to be fact-checked. And I believe her name is Leslie Stahl, I believe. He wants her to apologize for something in an interview she never said. They went back and looked at it. And never did she say Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden's laptop came from Russia. She never said that. Another lie. This motherfucker lying on somebody, Leslie Stahl, I think. Why you lying on her, homie? She didn't say that shit. You know, there's this thing called videotape. We could always go back and look at shit. And we went back and looked at that shit. And she didn't say that shit. But you trying to get people to believe that shit because you don't want that debate smoke. Or you don't want that 60 Minutes smoke because my man on 60 Minutes going to fact check your ass. And you don't want that. You want to be able to lie just like your boy, J.D. Vance. Excuse me. I was told that there would be no fact checking. What, nigga? Like, why would y'all even? Why would the networks even let there be a debate if the lies can't be checked on the spot? Sir, that's not true. Ma'am, that's not true. Sir, stop with the bullshit. Ma'am, stop with the bullshit. Because the bullshit is what's gotten us to this point. You can't come after her for her economic plan. Because what is Trump's economic plan? You can't come after her for her plan on the border. Because the only thing Trump want to do is mass deportation and send everybody back. Not understanding what's that going to do to the economy. His economic plan, tariffs on everything. So, for people that don't understand how that works, let me give you an idea. So, I'm a company. I ship my goods to... I'm a company in Spain. I ship my goods to the U.S. Now, for each one of those goods, I'm charged, let's say, a 10%, a $10 tax, right? So he wants to quadruple the amount of tariffs. So now you come to me and say, now, in order to ship your goods to the U.S., it's 100%. $100 tax, right? So if there's a $100 tax, so there's a $90 difference on that item. I'm not taking all that shit. I may take like $30 of it, $40 of it. The other cost, the rest of that cost, is inquired by the consumer. It's incurred by the consumer. I.e. me. I.e. you. So extreme tariffs are not good for the economy. Everyone has said that. But that's the only thing he can go to. He can't say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give tax credits for this. I'm going to give tax credits for that. Because the only thing he going to give tax credits for is the fucking rich folks. That's why these black celebrities that vote for that motherfucker, that's why they vote for him. It's the tax cuts. That's it. They cool with us, the normal motherfucker with normal incomes. They cool with us paying more percentage-wise than they are. That's what Trump gonna do. Those tax cuts about to end. And I can trust and believe when VP Harris get in there, I already talked to her. When VP Harris get in there, them tax cuts are gone. I'm going to benefit from tax breaks. Because the last 4 years I had, I'm going to benefit from that shit. Not some motherfucker who don't need to benefit from it. Just the dumbest shit ever. And we gotta make sure that we understand one other thing. Character matters. Decency matters. Understanding matters. All jokes aside, this is the most consequential election in my 53.7 years of life. Which means it's probably a lot of yours as well. Right? Compassion matters. All that shit matters. All that shit you gotta have to be a good president. Y'all can say what y'all want. And what I don't understand again is, to my brothers, what is it, bro? Why is this dude held to such a low standard and she's held to such a high standard? What is it? Tell me. Comment. Why are they held to different standards? I know the reason, but I'm voting for Kamala Harris. So whatever the reason I think it is don't fucking matter, because it's not affecting my vote, it's affecting yours. So what is it? Is it the whole woke shit? The whole is it the acceptance of the, I can't get all this, the LGBTQ plus and homosexuality community? Is that what it is, my brother? Because if that's what it is, why do you care who's sucking who's cock? I'm calling it the way it is. Excuse my language. Mom, if you watching, I'm sorry, but I got to call it the way it is. Why do you care who got their kitty rubbing up against another kitty? Why do you care? Why do you care that two gay people are getting married in Montana? I don't give a fuck. Marry who you gonna marry. Kiss who you gonna kiss. Love who you gonna love. Screw who you gonna screw. It does not matter to me. Nor should it matter to anyone else except for the people participating in it. So what is it, my dude? You can't. Most of y'all came from a black woman. When I see Kamala, I see friends of mine. When I see Kamala, I see my daughter Kayla. Because Kamala look like she don't take no shit. And Smugs, my daughter Kayla, nicknamed Smugs, she don't take no shit. I see that. Who do you see in your circle, in your family? Who can you look at and say, that person remind me of Trump, and that's good? Probably not too many people, if any. But you vote for this motherfucker? You vote for the most racist president probably ever? That's who you gonna vote for? And definitely in our lifetime, that's who you gonna vote for? You gonna vote for the one that put a negative spotlight on 20,000 of our Haitian brothers and sisters? That's who you gonna vote for. And can y'all imagine if something were to happen to Trump and J.D. Vance became the president? My women out there, you heard how much I just went over all the lies and all the stories that were told that are not true. That is a lack of compassion, because they don't give a fuck about the results of these lies. They don't give a fuck about these 20,000 immigrants, legal immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, what they are going through. They don't give a fuck about the people that's been ravaged by these hurricanes and what they going through as a result of those lies being told. They don't care. Rick Scott, he don't give a fuck. Roger Wicker, he don't give a fuck. Josh Hawley definitely could give two shits. Deb Fisher, she don't have two shits to give. No more fucks to give. Kevin Kramer, he don't give a fuck. Marsha, I can tell you that bitch Marsha Blackburn, she dumb as a box of rocks. She don't even know that she don't care. She's stupid as fuck. Ted Cruz, he don't give a shit. John Barrasso, they don't care because they voted against FEMA funding. So all you men and women that live in these states that has the opportunity to vote in Florida, Mississippi, especially Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Texas, do not vote. They don't care about y'all. They voted against FEMA funding. While y'all are down there right now struggling and trying to get your lives back together from these hurricanes, these people don't even want you to have help from FEMA because they voted against funding FEMA, who's going to help fund your recovery. So, in all actuality, they don't give a shit about your recovery. Ron DeSantis wouldn't even meet with the president or the vice president. So what if they did a Trump and said, you know what? We ain't gonna give him no fucking funding since he don't want to vote with us. He don't want to walk with us. He don't want to tour with us. That's what Trump would do. He don't want to take my phone call. Trump probably wouldn't even reach out. But that's neither here nor there. I don't even know how I brought that up. November 5th is Judgment Day. It's not Election Day no more. It's Judgment Day. Again, this woman was top of her class at Howard University. Trump told his school that he would sue them if they released his GPA. He don't want nobody to know he a dummy. He don't want nobody to know he a fuck turd. Top of her class in law school. Went and got a job in the prosecutor's office. Then became the prosecutor. Then became the attorney general. Then became a senator. Then became the vice president. And she has to prove something to black men. I'm bugging. Again, just the lies this week. FEMA. Still to Springfield, Ohio. He said the U.S. now has bad genes in the country, referring to the immigrants that are here, legal or illegal. But what he's really talking about is the people of color. There's becoming more people of color in the country, so now the country's starting to develop bad genes. And I'm not talking about true religion. This is the motherfucker y'all gonna vote for. I don't get it, man. This shit should be a no fucking brainer. A no-brainer. A no fucking brainer. And it's the complete opposite. It's a nail biter. And it shouldn't be. This should be like the game is going to be on January the 5th when I go to Dallas and watch my Commanders beat the dog shit out of the Cow Turds. This should be a no fucking brainer. Trump shouldn't be within 10 points of her right now. Oh, y'all tried to say she wasn't doing the media thing, right? I'm not even going with The View, 60 Minutes, Univision, Howard Stern. That's all what she doing this week. Let her run her fucking race. She gonna do her interviews when she think it's best. Not when y'all motherfuckers, she won't get out there. She won't talk to people. She won't talk to people. They know what the fuck they doing. They got the people that worked on Joe Biden's campaign. They got the people that worked on Obama's campaign. 3 campaigns, 3-0. 2 for O, 1 for Uncle Joe. They know what they fucking doing. She do her interviews when they think it's best. When she thinks it's best. If she want to wait another week, sister girl, wait another fucking week. I'll wait with you. Because I want to know what you got to say. Because I rock with VP Kamala Harris. And I rock with Governor Tim Walz. This your boy, Big Tone, one half of the Chronic OGs podcast. Shout out to my brother from the other mother, Smitty, my partner in crime. I love you. As you guys know, Smitty don't talk politics. I'm Big Tone. I'm out.